Welcome to the Author Spotlight Show, a platform dedicated to celebrating remarkable women who share their purpose and their passion to make a difference in this world. My name is Gail Watson. I'm founder and CEO of Women Speakers Association, a global community of women who use their voice to powerfully inspire others. The book we're talking about today is Voices of the 21st Century Women Empowered Through Passion and Purpose. This book features extraordinary women from various backgrounds and walks of life who share how their message has merged from their life experience. With passion and purpose, these stories inspire readers to embrace their own power, break barriers, and create a better future. These women are a testament to the strength and collective voice of women in shaping the world in which they envision. So today we're going to speak to co-author of Voices of the 21st Century, Women Empowered Through Passion and Purpose. And this woman is an amazing person, and you're going to need to get to know her. She has an extensive background in management, financial services, corporate consulting, and training. If you have ever felt fear of taking a chance, you're going to want to take a listen to what she has to say. So join me in welcoming Lorene Phillips. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. I am so excited to talk about your recent story in this book. I was inspired as I read it. I was actually kind of nervous in it because you have such a go
Fantastic.
for it attitude.
Yes.
Now you share a story titled Taking Risks, Unleashing Resilience and Growth. So you talk about how built into your DNA um, is it's built into your DNA that you know how to take risks. And as you explained it, you have learned that. And when you're not or if you're feeling a little bit uncomfortable, you know you can find the courage to take that risk. So let's dive into that a little bit and what inspired you to share your story.
Um, that's such a lovely question to start with. My inspiration has been a personal desire to articulate or to put in words what I believe hold many of us back. It's the ability to step forward, even in spite of feeling afraid or being concerned. We've just come through a pandemic, a 1 in a 100 year event. And I think we've all learned to be a little bolder. We're a bit wiser. And I wanted to be a part of the voice of courage to anyone who wants to do it better and who wants to do it differently, to inspire them and to share my perspective that when we are in the zone of being uncomfortable, that when we're stretching, when we are challenging ourselves, we are setting ourselves up to tap into new areas of excellence, and we present an opportunity to solve problems and create solutions that we probably wouldn't have been able to do so if we stayed in our comfort zone.
Right. So a lot of us find comfort in our comfort zone. And we've just talked about, or you wrote about that. Hey, it's in my DNA. I love that adrenaline where I'm taking that risk. So is there something for those of us who may be sitting out there going, well, it's not in my DNA, but I would like to grow? How do I get past that fear?
You know, a couple of things. When I said it's in my DNA, when I was writing this portion around taking risk, I thought about where did it come from? I've always been like this. It's just been a part of me. But the truth is, it came from my mother. So through her DNA, I got it, and I'm so thankful because I've seen her demonstrate the ability to take risk, to move countries at the age of 34, to uproot after a divorce with 3 kids under the age of 3 and start all over in a new country. And it's just been phenomenal to watch her do that. And so it's not just an idea. I've actually seen it lived out, and then to see the impact that that has had generationally, how that has impacted me, how that now impacts my children, and hopefully my children's children. So there's that DNA element of it. And for those who may not see that in their environment, I'm hoping that through reading this chapter and hopefully through working with others that can support you, whether that be a coach or a therapist. And also, I always say this, hang out with the right people. They say we're the average of the 5 people we hang around. So I challenge you to hang around with individuals who are risk takers, who are doing bold things. When I decided to exit the corporate world and become an entrepreneur, the first thing I did was I changed my tribe. I was in an industry that was more risk averse. And so I knew that right off the bat that in order for me to propel and to be successful in this arena, I needed to surround myself with entrepreneurs who were audacious and dreamers and go-getters and creative and innovative, and ask the question, why not? How come? And the moment I did that, the possibilities just opened up, and there's a shift in the energy that takes place when you start to surround yourself with people who have different perspective and who challenge you and ask those bold questions that can ignite something in you. So your environment does play a part in setting you up to take bigger moves and to take calculated and more strategic steps, and you get a chance perhaps to see others for the first time modeling that for you. So a little bit of DNA helps, but if you don't have it, the things I've mentioned earlier, getting the right support and changing the people you hang around with and creating a new community or those ways or key ways that you can start to develop that particular skill set.
Sure, we've always heard that you're the sum of the 5 people you hang around with the most, right? I think I'd like to
Yes.
hang around with you because you're I think you
Thank
could
you.
push me.
That's actually what my clients, so in my 2.0 career, I work a lot with very ambitious professionals who have time sensitive complex issues that they need solved right away. And what makes me the coach for individuals like that is my ability to not just empower and inspire, but also to share my story, my real story around taking risk and taking bold risk, and see that pays off, and a mindset around understanding that if it doesn't work out, I've simply learned how to do it better the next time around. And so having that perspective and that approach helps me to create an environment for my clients that allow them to be more expansive in terms of what they can do, what's possible for them.
That's excellent. Well, and a great segue to your business, which is Clarendon Wallace.
Yes.
So let's go into that a little bit more. Like, who are the type of people? Like, describe that person who would who would get the most benefit from working with you. Where are they at?
Yeah, so the last 3 years have been 3.5 years have been interesting. I came in with one set of business plans, Gail. This was what I was going to do. And then life happens. And one thing I've learned as an entrepreneur is that you change and you pivot as the need change, as your clients evolve, you too have to evolve. And so if someone had said to me, this is what your business is going to look like, I said, no, it's not going to look this way. So my business has evolved to really be a niche in terms of, let's put it this way, a client told me that I was the Olivia Pope of coaching. And that took me a little while. I was trying to figure out what exactly does that mean. And now, after a few months of really thinking about it and thrashing it through, in short version, I am the fixer that comes in and get it done in a very short period of time and get my clients moving quickly and faster than they would on their own. They are able to achieve success at lightning speed. I'm able to cut through the chase. I'm able to really see the forest for the trees and not get caught up. And I allow my clients the ability to solve their problems by providing them with real world experience, coaching, and training all integrated in one. So it's like this blend that I have concocted unconsciously that serves my client. And so I get called in for a lot of emergencies, I have to present a keynote or I'm sitting on a panel and I'm absolutely terrified. I only have 4 hours. Can you do a 180? Or I have a promotion that I want to go for and I don't feel confident. I don't know how to position myself, and I have to get those types of constraints. I work well under tight constraints, and most well with clients that are willing to do the work. When I get a client that's willing to do the work, I am absolutely excited. Yeah,
So you get it done and you get it done in a short time.
I get
I
it
love
done
that you
fast.
I love that you position yourself as that emergency contact.
I
I'm having a
definitely
keynote.
am. Yes, yeah, that's it. It just evolved. It was unintended. And I'm now embracing that, Gail. It took me a little while, but I'm now embracing that when people are stuck and they absolutely have no idea what to do to get to where they need to go, I'm the person they call.
Okay. Well, I think your phone should be ringing off the hook soon here. So, Lorene, where can we get a copy of your book? Because this is a piece of gold that we can take away. So, where should we go?
Okay, so it will be available on our website. That's www.clarendonwallace.com. And we will also in Bermuda, we actually have two other authors that are part of this project, and that is just exciting. We met a couple of weeks ago in person in Bermuda for coffee, and we were excited about launching the book together as a trio. I believe in the power of three, so I think it's going to be fantastic. We'll be doing an in-person sale of the books here in Bermuda. There are a few small bookstores that are perfect for that type of setting. And then, we'll have it online, and we'll definitely be using social media to push the sale of our books as well.
Excellent. Well, I want to really thank you for sharing your DNA with us to really no, I mean you've really, as I said, when I read your story, it's so inspiring and uplifting, because you talk about overcoming that fear to
Yes.
find that courage,
Mhm.
and that all equates to growth.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Yes.
So I want to thank you for sharing your personal story and your journey, and thanks to mom for passing, for being that strong woman demonstration. There's a great quote: "Great women raise great women who raise great women."
Yes, and I have three sons and great women,
And great
raised
sons.
awesome sons. Yes, and that the power of parenting is the power to model. The power of good leadership is the power to model, and the power of self-leadership is the power to model. So I'm really thankful for this opportunity to be able to communicate, to communicate from my heart, a desire that we all develop this power skill of daring ourselves to take that uncomfortable risk, and then just to see what is possible.
Mm, I love that. You really see it comes from within.
Mhm.
Thank you, Lorene. Thank you for
My
sharing your
pleasure.
heart with us. Thank you for sharing your story. I want to thank the listeners for joining us today. And didn't I say she was a woman you need to know? So do check her out. Go to clarendonwallace.com.
Yes,
Grab yourself a copy of the book, and perhaps a few other copies to gift away to others that 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 may be kind of stuck within themselves. It'd be a great gift to let them know that you see them, and that this would be a nice kind of a tool for them. So thanks again,
my
Lorene.
pleasure. My pleasure.
And thank you to everyone who joined us today. And wherever you are in this world, we want to wish you a great day. Thank you.